WWE superstar Rhea Ripley showed up unexpectedly at Saturday night's main event to confront longtime rival, Liv Morgan. The Eradicator has now shared an update on social media, making a dangerously bold claim for the future. In the second contest of SNME, Liv Morgan defended the Women's World Championship against damaged CTRL's Iyo Scott. The two Raw superstars were involved in an engaging battle, which ended with the Judgment Day member flattening her opponent with her finisher, Oblivion, to secure the win. The 30-year-old has now held the title for over 200 days. As Liv Morgan, accompanied by Dominic Mysterio and Raquel Rodriguez, was on her way back, Rhea Ripley made a surprise appearance to confront the champion and seemingly teased another match against her. The Nightmare took to her X, FK Twitter, account to post a picture of herself and boldly claimed she was determined to capture the Women's World Championship again soon. Rhea Ripley has been a force to reckon with since she joined the main roster in 2021. The 28-year-old's dominance only grew after joining the Judgment Day. Legendary wrestling journalist Bill Apter recently praised Ripley and other WWE superstars. On a recent edition of Sportskeeda Wrestling's The Wrestling Time Machine, hosted by Mac Davis, Apter claimed that Rhea redefined WWE's women's wrestling. The veteran stated that the former Women's World Champion had become a household name. The 79-year-old added that Nia Jax, Liv Morgan, and many other stars had also performed very well throughout the year. In her most recent in-ring appearance, the Eradicator squared off against Liv Morgan's ally, Raquel Rodriguez, in an Anything Goes match on the latest edition of Monday Night Raw. Ripley secured a pinfall victory after hitting her opponent with a riptide through a table. The air was electric in the aftermath of last Friday's confrontation between Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan, and fans have been left buzzing with questions. As rumors swirled and emotions ran high, Rhea Ripley finally broke her silence today, delivering a shocking and dangerous claim that has set the wrestling world ablaze. This wasn't just any statement, it was a declaration that showcased Rhea's unrelenting confidence, a warning to her rivals, and an ominous promise to her fans. In a carefully crafted social media post paired with an explosive live interview, Ripley painted a vivid picture of what went down, why it happened, and what she intends to do next. It all started during a high-stakes tag team match on SmackDown. Liv Morgan, determined to prove her mettle, found herself face-to-face with Rhea Ripley, her former tag team partner. The history between them was as thick as the tension in the ring, dating back to their days as a team in WWE's women's division. But this wasn't the Liv Morgan of old. Over the past year, Morgan had transformed herself into a fearless competitor. Her newfound confidence had made her a fan favorite, but it also painted a target on her back, especially with Ripley at the top of the women's division as its undisputed powerhouse. The confrontation was inevitable. What started as a few exchanged words during the match quickly escalated. Rhea Ripley's signature smirk barely concealed her disdain as Morgan stood toe-to-toe with her, refusing to back down. The arena exploded when Ripley, mid-match, shoved her opponent aside to get to Morgan, eyes blazing with unbridled fury. "You're nothing without me," Ripley had spat venomously, echoing a sentiment that many believed had been brewing since Morgan struck out on her own. Morgan's response: a slap heard around the world. The resulting chaos ended the match in disarray, with Ripley storming off, leaving fans and commentators scrambling to make sense of the explosive fallout. Ripley's statement came 2 days later, via her Instagram Live. where she addressed not just the confrontation, but also the deeper story behind their fractured bond. Dressed in her signature black leather jacket, her hair wild and untamed, Ripley leaned into the camera with the kind of intensity that could silence even the loudest of arenas. "Let's get one thing straight," she began, her Australian accent cutting through the chatter like a knife. "Liv Morgan wouldn't even exist in this division if it wasn't for me." Ripley's voice was calm, but laced with menace. She detailed how, in her eyes, Morgan's rise to prominence was built on the foundation she had laid. "I carried her," Ripley claimed, her piercing gaze locking onto the lens as if addressing Morgan directly. "Every win she had when we were a team, that was me. Every big moment, I was the reason it happened. And now she thinks she can slap me and walk away? Nah, Liv, you don't walk away from the nightmare. Not unscathed." But it was what Ripley said next that truly sent shockwaves through the wrestling world. "I'm done playing nice," she declared, leaning forward as if daring anyone to challenge her. "I've been holding back because I wanted to give her a chance to grow. But now I'm going to remind Liv and the entire WWE Universe why you don't cross me. Liv Morgan doesn't just have a problem. She's got a death wish." The comment sparked immediate controversy. Fans flooded social media, debating whether Ripley had gone too far with her choice of words. WWE officials, too, were reportedly deeply concerned about the implications of Ripley's statement, though no formal disciplinary actions have been announced. Morgan, never one to shy away from a challenge, responded within hours of Ripley's live stream. In a cryptic tweet, she posted a photo of the infamous slap, accompanied by the caption, "She can talk. I'll keep swinging. #fearless." The tweet garnered millions of interactions within minutes, cementing Morgan's position as a fan favorite and adding fuel to an already blazing fire. Later that evening, Morgan appeared on a WWE digital exclusive interview, where she addressed Ripley's claims with a mix of defiance and heart. "She can say whatever she wants," Morgan said, her voice steady but her eyes betraying the fire within. "Rhea Ripley can try to rewrite history, but the truth is, I've earned my spot here. Not because of her, but in spite of her. And if she thinks I'm scared of her, she's in for a rude awakening." With the confrontation now spilling into social media and interviews, it's clear that this feud is far from over. WWE insiders suggest that the company is already planning a major storyline centered on the Ripley-Morgan rivalry, potentially culminating in a high-profile match at an upcoming pay-per-view event. Fans, too, are eagerly anticipating what comes next. Some have sided with Ripley, praising her dominance and her unapologetic attitude. Others are rallying behind Morgan, inspired by her resilience and underdog spirit. The divide has created an atmosphere of unpredictability, with both women refusing to back down. For Ripley, her claim that Morgan has a death wish signals a shift in her character, one that blurs the line between confidence and cruelty. It's a dangerous path, but one that feels true to the essence of her nightmare persona. Rhea's always been about pushing boundaries, one WWE analyst noted. But this time, she might be pushing too far. If she's not careful, her words could come back to haunt her.